Okay, I'm speaking with Vinicius Dejesus for SureDog.com, CES welterweight champion. You got a busy couple of months ahead of you. I'm surprised that we actually had time to talk today. August 18th, which is next weekend, you got the Combat Jiu-Jitsu Worlds, and then the beginning of September, September 7th, you have your first title defense over at CES. So I guess my first question is, how are you handling getting ready for two events?
Oh man, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's not the hardest parts of being me. I'm father of four childs. Husband, have my own business, and I'm a professional fighter. Have this beside have everything. It's definitely a lot of management that I need to make it. A lot of people I need to count with. Have your goals since I have my objectives in the front. I just try to put everything together and try to manage this as better as possible. Try to get a good rest, try to get a good schedule of training and preparation. And it's not easy to put all together, but no, if everybody around me is motivated as I am, everything works pretty well, going good flow.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned your family and stuff. I remember you had your father with you the last time I saw you fight in February at Bellator. I mean, with your training and your business and everything, are they all involved? I see you post a lot of videos with your kids and stuff.
Yeah. All my family is involved, and also like the people around me is become part of my family too. And my wife is a black belt in jiu-jitsu as well. She, at home, all the discipline with the kids is by martial arts. Of course, no, we cannot just be so disciplined in there all the time because my youngest are still baby. But pretty much we try to bring all the martial art aspects to our life routine.
So is that your fan? You said you have your own business. Is it martial arts based? Is it like teaching and training
Yeah.
other people in jujitsu and stuff like that?
Yeah. We have our own academy. We just open up, and we just apply the space. Get a bigger space a few months ago with in partnership with another gym, and we're putting together a big CT like Center of Training in
Mm.
Bridgeport. So connect with this. We have our own sport management company. Then we be managing fighters as well. Then is running from my father and from Marcelo Ribeiro, my media guy. My biggest friend and run all of this important stuff to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, and we run this both together. The gym, the managing, fighting, and my own career. So we just try to make all working together, in a better way.
That's cool, man. I mean, that's great that you can bring it all together. Um, so for you, as an individual with your competition, so I know the first competition you have is August 18th, the Combat Jiu-Jitsu Worlds. That's going to be on UFC Fight Pass. Is there any part of that training, or actually the competition itself? Because obviously you can probably mix the training to prepare you for your CES title defense. But is there any part of that is there any concern like that any injury or anything you receive getting ready for one can prevent you from doing the other?
Nah, no, not conserve at all. I I come from a savage place. We never conserve about getting hurt, about taking light days, taking light training. If your partner trains want to go hard, I go hard. It doesn't matter if I fight next week. It doesn't matter if I fight 3 days. If my partner's train push me too hard, I'm gonna push everybody hard. So I would like to respect everybody schedule, everybody limits. But when I'm training. And getting prepared for a competition. At this level, always try to be as smart as possible, but accidents happen.
Hmm.
I try to prevent them as much as I can, but unfortunately, sometimes it happens. But for combat jiu-jitsu, it's been a great way to get my jiu-jitsu level way up high, way up high, and really focus it in transitions. I'm still able to use the ground and pound. So pretty much it don't change absolutely nothing on my routine because I just adding something that is supposed to be part of the mixed martial arts. So what I do pretty much, I do back-to-back training. Yesterday was a fucking busy day to me. I did it back to back sparring. I did it 5 rounds MMA sparring, then take 30 minutes break, then get in the Danaher sessions and did another 7 rounds of rolling. Uh, so
Wow.
and I get out there feeling good, back to Norwalk, then drive to Bridgeport, where's our gym located, and go to Marcelo Garcia's gym, take another 5 rounds with a few guys there. Of course, no, I was like my ending game was my ending game, but still good to pushing hard. So that is what my routine when I'm getting prepared for something is basic like is train, rest, and stay with my family. Train, rest, and stay with family.
Wow, I mean that's that's a lot of training. I know if I
Yeah,
go,
man.
if I go in the morning and then I go at night, then I feel it. But you just mentioned like three. That's like almost 20 rounds. Like if you do seven, you said 5 rounds of MMA sparring, then you're rolling a Henzo's, then you're rolling Marcelo's. I mean that's a lot. That's a lot of rounds, man. So you probably have good cardio, I guess. That's or is that your cardio when you do the sessions?
No, man. Like I said before, I'm a savage.
Mm.
I'm super obsessed with technique, with conditioning training. Also, I'm a movement lover. I love to move myself. I love to learn new stuff from conditioning training, from flexibility, from fighting self. So conditioning and technique is two things I'm always seeking to getting better. So conditioning, when I do those days like that and they finish good, they say, all right, the condition is working.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like it. So, August 18th, the Combat Jiu-Jitsu. Do you know who your opponent is?
uh, Combat Jiu-Jitsu is gonna be a tournament.
So,
So I need.
yeah, yeah, like who you face first. Do you know or no?
No, not
Oh,
yet. I think they don't have the brackets yet.
okay.
I will fight either way for fights. Progressing every fight forward. I need to win 4 matches of 10 minutes to become the Combat Jiu-Jitsu welterweight world champion.
Nice. Oh, wow. That'd be great. And then obviously your first title defense. Is there any pressure going into September? You're facing Chris Lozano. What do you know about him? Have you studied any tape on him, or do you study tape on your opponents?
Not yet, but I know who is it. I know who is the guy. Take a look on him. I'm really glad to have a tough opponent in my way. He looks like he's gonna come to fight. He's gonna come to try to get out from that bad moment he's faced the last two fights. And unfortunately, it's gonna be me in his way. I don't gonna do. I don't gonna make nothing easy to him in the night.
So, obviously, with the whole being the title holder, you have to defend it and stuff. But I mean, before you won it, you had fought in Bellator and the because you won the title in March. You fought Bellator in February. I remember when I spoke to you there, you had talked about how you tried calling out Dylan Dennis for to get him to fight you over there. If they call again, are you able to go there and fight, or are you going to stick with CES and see how long you can hold on to this title?
All about negotiation. All about who's gonna pay me the highest paycheck to step in. That's it. I'm a fighter. I'm here to fight.
Mm.
The higher level opponents I get it, the more they need to pay me. That's all about it. It's business.
Yeah, I mean it certainly is these days. Um, so did you ever get any response out of that? I know I published the article when you did that interview. Did you ever hear anything from his side about reacting to your call out?
I'm not really anymore into fight Dylan Dennis. No, I would kill that that dude. He's not my level. At the time I was calling him, I think I was kind of a little mad on him because he pulled out of a fight with me, and was a fighter I was really looking to be on the card, but because he was the pop star at the time, he need to accept it. He did it. He turned out. It got me a little bit mad, so I used this as a call out 2 more times. Let's see if he have the balls to face me, but turns out he don't. And the point we are right now with my career, he's a totally overpaid. No, page, and we don't even talk anymore.
Mm. So, I noticed the sign behind you. Is that the name of the sports management company you said that your father's running?
Yeah, yeah. This is Sport Dejesus Management.
And that's for
Is
is that for like managing athletes for combat sports too?
yeah, we manage all lines of athletes
Oh,
for
no.
MMA, from boxing, for jiu-jitsu, pro jiu-jitsu, beginner jiu-jitsu. So what we doing pretty much, we taking young talents, 18, 19 years old guys, then like being already into martial arts and want to give them the first steps. So pretty much we are trying to give them the better guidance, better guidance, try to manage their career smart in a smart way, as everybody start like younger now. We cannot be stupid with their steps, even like in a young age. So
Hmm.
with somebody with our experience, my father experience, so somebody that we been fucked up already for a few times. We give it our face on the wall a few times. We learn it. We don't want like young talents, coming up now, and the way the show is turning now. Today fall so much. So we are here to try to do the best to the fighters we are bringing together with us. And most of them come from Brazil, from the states I'm from. So we are making a great opportunity for everybody, the hometown I come from, Brazil, to have the United States open to them, and opening all the events, then like me, then have good relation to me with my father, with my team, to open the doors for this new generation.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. One of the things that stood out to me that I remembered from speaking to you was what how you had your father standing with you by your side after you had won that fight in February. Um,
Bellator.
yeah, yeah. So that was really cool to see. I mean, it's just and the fact that you're bringing the martial arts and your whole family together into your academy and the business and stuff like that. I feel like that's something rare in the sport, especially everything seems so corporate sometimes. When you see something like that, that's probably a
Yeah.
special place to be. So I really appreciate you sharing that. That's pretty cool. The
Thanks.
I think the talent base out by you in Connecticut seems pretty deep too. So I would sure that'd be good for business for the management company, no?
Absolutely, absolutely. We definitely start from from our origin. Then is Brazil, the first place I start to training, and we know how tough for the people out there, how tough the things can be out there for athletes, for people that want to live from fight. And what we are doing here right now is try to make as easy as possible for those guys back in Brazil, back in my state. If they have talent, if they want to pay off the price to live that dream, we wanna make things here to make this possible. But definitely, Connecticut has a great, a lot of new talents is always coming up. Sometimes you are a younger fighter, but you don't have the right team around you, the right people around you. You don't feel pretty good, then you need to look up for another team, another people, another management. And we're here to helping up whoever needs help, and help ourselves in the process.
That's great to hear. I mean, I that's especially sometimes there's not enough positivity, in combat sports. You see all the trash talking and all that stuff. So seeing you building something like that with your family, I just think it's great. Um, Vinicius,
Thanks, man.
August 18th. You're welcome, sir. August 18th, Combat Jiu-Jitsu Worlds on UFC Fight Pass. That's a Sunday. That's after the UFC, I believe, in Anaheim. So people will be tuned into Fight Pass. Hopefully, they'll see ads for that. And then CES 58, September 7th, also on UFC Fight Pass. You're the headliner for your first title defense. I appreciate you taking the time to talk. If you want to go ahead and let us know where to follow you on social media and stuff like that before we close out, floor is yours.
Absolutely. My man, thank you very much for the attention. We are here just to take more the attention, to turn the eyes to our working. And I agree the same idea that you had. I'm full of the trash talking. I'm completely over this. We already doing very hard stuff inside the cage. We don't need to prove that you can talk, then you can like read somebody's emotion. But no, I'm full of them. I'm not in this. I'm not in this game to pass in negativity. You know, already has a lot of this in the world. I'm really here to pass the message that I want to send them. And it's like it's family work, it's teamwork, you know, and positivity and love to everybody. And man, everybody that want to follow our job, you know, what's going on daily on my routine. My Instagram is Vini de Jesus BJJ. Then also you can follow me by Vinicius de Jesus on Facebook and on my fan page. Twitter, Vini de Jesus underline M, like MMA.
Hmm.
Vini de Jesus underline M. I think it's underline or just Vini de Jesus M, no? It's Twitter. Vini de Jesus M on
Cool.
Twitter. I don't use as much Twitter. My main platform is Instagram and Facebook. Sometimes when I need to write something important, then I drop something on Twitter. But for who want to follow my routine, training, diet, and family, whatever, Instagram.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna follow the diet because I've been
Okay.
trying to lose weight since February. But all right, man. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Vinny.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much. I really
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you very much for your time.
No
Follow,
problem.
man, anytime. And let me give you a big thank you to my sponsor, Hyundai Dixon City. We are together. Thanks,
Uh,
brother.
all right, cool. Thanks. Take care.